Game time. Let's go. My last stream, no mic, because wife and kids, so can't really do much with that. Alright, let's see, let's start this up. Alright, I feel like lately, as time's been going on, I haven't been streaming as well lately, and not as much obviously, but hopefully we can try to put people away tonight and not take forever.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Right.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10.
If the gameplay looks any different, it's because I'm playing on a different TV right now.
Stafford. Flushed out right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
All right, come on, let's go.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Not all over me. Come on.
Stafford. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering.
Touchdown! Van Jefferson from 17 yards out. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10.
Has a similar type of thing mine because Kevin O'Connell comes from Sean McVay's
They'll look to throw.
coaching tree. Are you kidding me?
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And some space here. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there out of Cook. 53 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
He does that to Aaron Donald. Where's he at? Double team.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Oh, damn. Not good.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Gosh, what the hell?
And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He finds Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I don't know where the red and nickel play is. No, double. Just going to camp it to you for now.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Akers is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Just getting a shootout then.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Starting the second half.
Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh,
Here
good
we go.
return
Bye.
past the 30. He's at the 40.
See you later.
Past the 20.
They didn't even need my offense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And And no return on this one. It's a fair catch is signaled for and taken.
So I'll try to go back to the big nickel with
set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
More than five.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks.
Under pressure, they got him again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Here's Riley Dixon now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Riley Dixon now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Throwing, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it.
What?
They recovered it.
That was a
hang on now, there's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Playing fluently.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
And he quit running the ball.
Stafford now to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Freaking idiot.
They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's
audible,
away.
buddy. It's all onside kick.
Onside kick there that failed as Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Oh, yeah.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
Get off.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from
nothing there.
Okay,
we're going to go for another screen
I saw
here.
this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Joseph is good, and with it they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Strong safety blitz 3.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Stafford, rolling to his left. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before the break, Stafford. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. A final shot before break. Stafford complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Yep.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt.
Thank you.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
See,
Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
There we go.
Dalvin Cook taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11.
There we go.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they'll start at the 20.
Okay, they will bring Harrison Smith. Let's not get too predictable.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st down at Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA. Cooper Kupp, 75 yards. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Let's take this one back.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Might go for 2 again, actually.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show. Because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
I do not feel like going into a turn down.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. On that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd down, Cousins dancing to his left. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Okay.
On the return is Powell. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down.
Here we go.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on. That will force a turnover on downs. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Oh, crap, I have 66 passing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Cousins, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now,
8 yards or whatever.
in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On first down, Stafford here. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Steps away. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Throwing is Stafford on the move to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Stafford. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but...
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Taking it out. Screw it.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. There he goes left side.
Bye-bye.
20, 10, 5, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Now Stafford. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And just not a ton of room to work with. They'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Oh, man. Alright, log out, log back in. Stupid. Oh, that guy was ranked pretty high. Holy crap. Let's go with the home option. Nighttime game. Let's make this home. Let's get home. All right.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Start out with the basics again.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Run. RPOs.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball
so
on the
fast, I had to
ground,
get there quick.
honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hurts going to keep it again.
And he's going to be out up around
Sure,
the 45-yard line. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Why are you celebrating
Down at the 50
a
after a
game?
gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Going for it with Sanders. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
See if I can call my shot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. Oh, the Vikings are pointing. Yes. They've got it. Minnesota football. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Good run defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here's Cook again.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Za'Darius Smith, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And now look at this.
Yes.
Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or 2.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cook up the gut.
Running good right now.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Run, Kirk.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. From the red zone now, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now Cook running right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Cousins to throw it. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he stopped immediately there.
That's crazy.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Okay.
Nothing on
Hopefully
1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this time he is in.
Getting tackled by the first
Devin
guy.
Cook from 3 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders, and he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's
yeah, figured. It's a little bit different when I'm really concentrating on my gameplay rather than being on my phone playing all that stuff. Let's go old school look. Yes, continue. Here we go.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
All right, here we go.
Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Jet sweep.
First play, here's Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be taken down, but
almost
not
got
before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 48 yards.
And the Vikings need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The 2 teams barely off the buses. They've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may cost them.
First down, here's the run with Cook. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this.
That'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find
touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
I'll catch you in here, buddy.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Oh my God.
And down he goes.
I had him wide
Buccaneer
open.
sack. Shaquille Barrett from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Quick throw, finding Mike Evans.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bucs have moved out in front. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
There we go.
Nwangu now for his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll
What
lift a
in the
throw.
freaking hell are you
Interception
doing?
thrown by Cousins.
Picked up by Levante David.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Brady to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10.
To Evans on the slant.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd down and goal. Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and it's now 21-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 29, Brady.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Brady.
Complete right side to Otton. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brady now on 1st down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Bucs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 65 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
To throw, Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll throw again. Cousins flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Brady going to throw. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And some room to roam now. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 31, Brady, and he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. From midfield, here's Brady.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was fourth down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, the better decision would have been to knock the ball down. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Fourth down, Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the Jets sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
T.J. Hockenson.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock.
The Vikings after him, and they get him for the sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Cousins gives way to Cook. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Cousins now. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. A 1st down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brate.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Brady to his tight end, Brate, for the Tampa Bay 1st.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Brady going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Fournette. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Brady gives this to White. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 2nd down, back to Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Brady to throw. And it'll be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.